Today we'll start inverse circular function. We know that y is equal to sin x, y is equal to cos x, dot 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 dot, are neither 1 or onto except tan x and cot x. Tan x and cot x are onto, but they are not 1. But say if we define fx from closed minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to closed minus 1 to 1, now you see that this function becomes 1 as well as onto. That is a bijection, that is invertible. So to make these functions invertible, we reduce their or change their or modify their domain and codomain so to make them invertible, that is bijective, that is 1 and onto. That's why the inverse circular function is not defined from R to R. It is defined from some interval to some specific interval. Some specific interval to some specific interval. These intervals are called principal value range. These intervals are called principal value range. So if sin is y is equal to sin x is invertible in its principal value, y is equal to cos x is invertible in its principal value, and like this. Now, what are the principal value range of, that is PVR, so in brief, of different functions? Sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, cot inverse, secant inverse. What are the principal value? Next, I will discuss this. PVR, principal value range. Now you remember these two diagrams. First this and second this. Very important. Both sides are. This means first quadrant and fourth quadrant. It is first quadrant and second quadrant. This is range is principal value range of sin inverse x, cosec inverse x, and tan inverse x. This is principal value range of cos inverse x, sec inverse x, and cot inverse x. That is very important. Now see that sin inverse and cosec inverse, they have same principal value range. Cos inverse and sec inverse have same principal value range. But tan inverse and cot inverse has different principal value range. These two quadrants are considered as principal value range of sin inverse, cos inverse, and like this. These are principal value range of this. What is the logic behind choosing this? You have to choose first quadrant for positive values of x. For positive values of x, all positive values lies in first quadrant, because in the first quadrant tan, sin, all t ratios are positive. And you have to choose a quadrant adjacent to first, that is you have to choose either second or fourth. No question of choosing third arise, in which the function is sine. If we are taking sine inverse, then we have to choose the quadrant in which sine is negative. Now see, sine is negative here, positive here. So positive values, first quadrant is our automatic choice. So sine, for sine, these two will be our PVR. Similarly, cosec inverse, same. But in case of tan inverse x, tan is negative in both the quadrants. So which quadrant we will consider? Now see, tan x is sin x by cos x. We never write 5 by minus 6. We write minus 5 by 6. So it is very custom, not rule, custom to consider denominator as positive. Denominator as positive. So since tan is sine by cos, you have to choose for positive values. First quadrant is automatic choice. For negative value, you have to choose a quadrant in which cos is positive and sine is negative. So this is the quadrant in which cos is positive and sine is negative. So in case of tan inverse, these two are considered as principal values. Likewise, in case of cot inverse, cot equal to cos by sine. So you have to choose a quadrant in which cos is negative and sine is positive. And this is the quadrant in which sine is positive and cos is negative. So in case of cot inverse, this is considered as principal value range. This is the rule of choosing principal value range. Now see definition of inverse circular function. If y is equal to sin x, x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, note that, then x is equal to sin inverse y. And that implies domain of this is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and range is minus 1 to 1. So we know that in case of inverse function, by inverse mapping or inverse relation, the domain of the relation becomes range of the inverse, and range of the inverse a function by mapping, by relation, becomes domain. So domain of x is equal to or y is equal to sin inverse x, we can write. Usually we represent independent variable as x and y as dependent variable, is minus 1 to 1, and range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why this was called principal value range. Likewise, if it was y is equal to cos x, then PVR will be 0 to pi, not minus pi by 2 pi by. Then y is equal to cos inverse x, and it has domain 0 to pi, range minus 1 to 1. Similarly, range become minus 1 to 1 and domain become minus 1 to 1 and range becomes 0 to pi. If it is instead of y is equal to sin x, it is tan x, then domain remains same, but range becomes entire real number, that is minus infinity to plus infinity. In that case, y is equal to tan inverse x has domain minus infinity to plus infinity, and range which is called PVR, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. What if it is cosec x? Cosec x has PVR this, we know that. In that case, this is PVR. Domain is
Sir.
minus 5 plus pi by 2.
Hello.
And what was range? Range is
Sir.
minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Range will be this. So when it is cosec inverse x, so range will become domain and domain become range. So it will be minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Likewise, you can define sec inverse x and cot inverse x. Sec inverse x and cot inverse x. Same definition. Next, note that tan pi by 2, tan minus pi by 2, sec pi by 2, sec minus pi by 2, cot 0, cosec 0, cot 0, cosec 0, and আর কি হবে cot 0, cosec 0 are undefined. Obviously, cot pi, cosec পাইটা আমার লেখার দরকার নেই কারণ cosec পাইটা কোসেকের প্রিন্সিপাল ভ্যালু রেঞ্জের মধ্যে নেই, বাট cot পাইটা আছে, are undefined. That's why PVR of tan inverse x is not minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but open minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Open minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. After calculation, you got tan inverse something by 0. What will be your answer regarding the measure of the angle? We consider the angle as either pi by 2 or minus pi. But if we arrive at tan inverse non-zero by 0 stage after calculations, we conclude that tan inverse not equal to 0 by 0 is equal to pi by 2 or minus pi by 2 according as numerator is positive or negative. Numerator positive or negative. According to that, say if we arrive at 3 by 0, then we will say that tan inverse 3 by 0 is plus pi by 2. If we were tan inverse minus 3 by 0, then we will answer it as minus pi by 2. That's why see from this angle, pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 are also included in this interval. Now see, this observation shows that pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 must be included in this. Otherwise, we may face few serious problems. Like this, if you are asked to find tan inverse root 3 plus tan inverse 1 by root 3, after applying the requisite formulas, you will arrive in the form 4 by root 3 by 0, tan inverse. Then what will be our conclusion? What is the value of this? Because we know that this is 60 degree and this is 30 degree. So it is 90 degree. That is pi by 2. So left hand side is pi by 2. So we can't call that right hand side is undefined. It is not possible. So the logic is the PVR of tan inverse is not this but this. This logic is false. So PVR is always included. Same logic we can show in case of cosec inverses. Cosec inverses, because we know that cosec 0 is undefined. So cosec inverse, if it comes a cosec inverse undefined, then what will be our conclusion? Our conclusion will be the angle is 0. After calculation, this may happen. They will happen like this: cosec inverse 5 by 0, cosec inverse 2 by 0. These kind of results may occur. In that case, our conclusion will be the result is 0. So the principal value range lies from minus pi by 2, starting from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and starting from 0 to pi, not excluding any of the values. Let sin inverse x is equal to a. That implies x is equal to sin a. And we know that sin a is cos of pi by 2 minus a. Now, this is a. So minus pi by 2 less than equal to a less than equal to pi by 2. And that implies pi greater than equal to pi by 2 minus a greater than equal to 0. So this belongs to the PVR of cos inverse. So that implies cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus a, and that is equal to pi by 2 minus a was sin inverse x. Now bring sin inverse here and you have the formula. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Likewise, you can prove all these formulas. Now we'll see how to convert sin inverse to tan inverse or tan inverse to cot inverse like this. Let sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse is equal to tan inverse is equal to sec inverse, like this and so on. And these conversions are very tough, because you have to bring your mind 2 years back when you are a student of class 10. And you have to remember the formulas, trigonometric formulas you learned in class 10. What you learned? Cos x is root over 1 minus sin square x. Cos x is root over 1 minus sin square x. You express cos x in terms of sin x. So x is cos inverse root over 1 minus x square. So answer is cos inverse root over 1 minus x square. When we are replacing x, we replace sin x by x. So sin square x becomes x square. Now see tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. That is 1 minus sin square x. So sin inverse x is equal to tan inverse x by root over 1 minus x square. Express tan x in terms of sin x. Then sin inverse x is x by root over tan inverse x. Coding. There is sec inverse x. Sec x. Sec x is 1 by cos x, 1 by 1 minus x square. So sin inverse x is sec inverse 1 by root over, sorry, sine square x. 1 minus x square. Can you write the others? These are the methods to remember the conversion method. To remember the conversion method, go to class 10, 2 years back. Cos x is root over 1 minus sine square x. So cos inverse x is root over 1 minus, sine inverse x is cos inverse root over 1 minus, replace sine x by x. So sine square x by x square, x square. Tan x is sine x by root over 1 minus x square. So sine inverse x is tan inverse, replace sine x by x. So it becomes x by root over 1 minus x square, like this. So this way we can convert an inverse function to another inverse function. Sine inverse to cos inverse, sine inverse to tan inverse, sine inverse to cosec inverse to sine inverse, and like this. For example, tan inverse is equal to sine inverse 1. First, we have to think sine inverse x, we have to express sine x in terms of tan x. Sine x is sine x by cos x into cos x, so tan x by sec x, because cos x is 1 by sec x, and sec x is root over 1 plus tan square x. So tan inverse x will be sine inverse, we will replace tan x by x, so x by root over 1 plus x. That's very simple. Now sine inverse x plus minus sine inverse y is equal to sine inverse x root over 1 minus y square plus y root over 1 minus x square. So how we remember this formula? How could we remember this formula? To remember this formula, we will recall sine a plus b formula. Sine a plus b is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. We know that. But we have to replace all other trigonometric ratios by sine, because we are considering the formula of sine inverse. So we will replace all other trigonometric ratios other than sine to sine. So there are cos. So sine b, sine a, cos is root over 1 minus sine square plus sine b, and cos a is root over 1 minus sine square. Now if you replace a by sine a by x and sine b by y, you see the sine inverse formula arrived. You see we have arrived at the sine inverse formula. So what we have to do? We have to recall sine a plus b or sine a minus. If it is a minus b, minus will be there, minus will be there. And we will express the right hand side by that trigonometric, only sine. For example, if we are going to find cos inverse x plus cos inverse y, we have to recall cos a plus b. So it is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. What we have told is said that we will replace all other trigonometric ratios by cos. Only cos will be. So cos sin a root over 1 minus cos square. Sin b root over 1 minus cos square. So you have to replace a by x, b by y, cos b by y. Okay. Then it comes minus root over 1 minus x square root over 1 minus y square. That is our cos inverse x plus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse x. This is cos inverse x plus cos inverse y formula. Clear? Cos inverse x, cos inverse. What will be the tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? So we have to recall tan a plus b. Now see, we don't have to any modify because it is all represented by tan. All at trigonometric ratios are 10. 1 minus tan a tan b. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y will be key. Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Just recall the formula of tan a plus. Just recall the formula of sin a plus. Just recall the formula of cos inverse and so on. This way we can remember what are the formulas. Now 2 sin inverse x. To get this formula, we have to recall sin 2 theta formula. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, 1 minus sin square theta. Because we have to express all by sin. So sin inverse 2x is sin inverse 2 into x will replace sin theta by x, root over 1 minus x square. 2 cos inverse x, cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. All replaced by cos. So it is cos inverse 2x square minus 1. 2 tan inverse x, tan 2 theta. 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. So it is tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square.
Minus 2x.
Similarly, you can convert by you can get the 3 sin inverse x, sin 3 theta formula, 3 cos inverse x, cos 3 theta formula, 3 tan inverse x. That way I am not mentioning. No more mention required. Clear? So all formulas are ready. Ready? Now we are ready to solve problems involving trigonometry inverse circular functions. No, we are not. This is not 100% correct because there is an adjustment 2k pi. So sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is sin inverse x root over 1 minus y square plus y root over 1 minus x square plus 2k pi. What is that 2k pi? Now you have to again you forget that principal value range. Now see within this value lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This value lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So see their sum and difference lies between minus pi to plus pi. So the value of this lies between minus pi to plus pi. But right hand side value lies between minus pi to plus pi. So this side has domain minus pi to plus pi. Because value of this lies between minus pi to plus, this value is minus, the value of this range, and value of this ranges from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So they have domain mismatched. Domain mismatched. So we have to match the domain. To match the domain, we have an adjustment. This part is very important. This part is not written in any book. For example, say sin inverse 0.9. It is very close to 90 degree. Plus sin inverse 0.99. It is further close to 90 degree. So their sum is very close to 180 degree. But our formula will say that it is sin inverse 0.9, into root over 1 minus 0.99 square plus 0.99 into root over 0.9 square. Now these two value, sum of these is very close to 180 degree. But what you will get?
So
what
1
will
minus
get?
0.9 square.
Huh? One, sorry,
So
sorry.
1 minus
1 minus 0.9 square. You will get this value very close to 0. If you have calculator in your hand, if you calculate this, you will get, fine, since this is very small, when it is multiplied by 0.9 is multiplied by so 0 teeny quantity, its value reduces to close to 0. Similarly, this value is also reduces to 0. So total value is very close to 0. So see, this value is very close to 0. But this value is very close to pi. Very close to pi. Then you have to adjust. It is very close to. So this adjustment now works. Okay. That's why this adjustment is needed, because this value is very close to pi and this value is very close to 0. But you have put an equal sign. So you have to tally these two. And this 2k pi will help you to tally this. Another example, see. All the formulas, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, tan inverse x plus cos inverse tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, all tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, they all need this adjustment. Why? See the second example. See the second example. Tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3. Now see, this angle is more than pi by 4. This is again more than pi by 4. So their sum is more than pi by 2. Their sum is more than pi by 2. Not only positive, it is positive obtuse angle. But see, if we apply formula, this is equal to tan inverse 2 plus 3 by 1 minus 2 into 3 is equal to tan inverse 5 by 1 minus 6 is equal to tan inverse 5 by minus 5 is equal to tan inverse minus 1 is minus 5 by 4. So left hand side is a positive obtuse angle and right hand side is a negative acute angle. So this equality does not hold. But our formula says that tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is tan inverse A plus B by 1 minus A. We applied that correctly and we arrived at a fallacy. To omit these fallacies, we have to adjust. This adjustment is our lifeline.
Okay, bye.
This lifeline is our lifeline. Now see, how could we adjust this? For example, tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 lies in second quadrant. But our formula tan inverse 2 plus 3 by 1 minus 2 into 3 in third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So you have to bring this angle from fourth quadrant to third quadrant. Answer is in third quadrant, second quadrant, sorry, third answer is in second quadrant and you arrived at fourth quadrant. So you have to come back from fourth quadrant to second quadrant. Just add pi. Just add pi. That's why tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 is equal to pi plus tan inverse 2 plus 3 by 1 minus 2 into 3. Dakho, it is 135 degree. Now the sum is correct. So you have to look in which quadrant actually the sum lies and which quadrant we arrived. And in which quadrant we arrived. And from that you have to think, how could I arrive here to here? You have a negative acute angle and you have to convert it to positive obtuse angle. Just add pi. So pi is added. this adjustment is included there. So unless otherwise you have made this adjustment, your answer will be wrong. To sum up to positive angles is will be a negative. Plus plus is minus. Positive plus positive is equal to negative. Now see, if actual value is there and calculated value is there, C represents calculated value. Actually, you have to reach here, but by formula, you arrive here. So what you have to do? Minus pi by 2. Just pi by 2 subtract. So k is not integer. K may be fraction here. So k may be fraction here. So,
sir,
yes.
sir, বলছি যে সাইন অফ এক্স প্লাস পাই বাই কস এক্স, তো পাই বাই অ্যাড করলে এখানে কিছু চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে না?
Pi by 2. I am adding pi by 2. It is more than, say A. This angle C. C is more, less than pi, greater than pi by 2. If we add pi by 2 both sides, it is 0, less than pi by 2 plus minus pi by 2 plus C, less than pi by 2. First quadrant. It arrived at first quadrant. When pi by 2 is minus pi by 2 is added.
Sorry.
That's why
Okay.
to reach from there to there, we arrive. Similarly, if your actual lies here, A represents actual, and you arrive here, then you have to add pi by 2. Diagram. Here to here, minus 2 pi. Here to there, plus 2 pi. Here to there, minus pi by 2, plus pi by 2. First diagram. Here to here, plus pi by 2. Here to there, minus pi by 2. Here to there, minus pi by 2. Here to there, sorry, plus pi.
স্যার ওখানে 2 পাই কেন হলো? স্যার ওখানে 2 পাই কেন হলো?
Just ভাবো